Hello my friends, welcome to Inside Out Electronic channel. This is Uncle Misha and today we have this tablet. This is LG Gpad III 80 FHD. So it's not working. So we would like to take a look what is going on with it. It seems to be pretty cool tablet. First of all, it has this slot right here for micro SD and micro SIM. And another interesting feature, it has full USB, which is pretty cool. Not too bad. It's not working, so I didn't even try to charge it because person told me that it has issues with screen. So before I even try to discharge, I would like to open because apparently it has some internal damage. So we're gonna pop it open and see what can we do and if we can do anything. If we cannot do anything, we're gonna take it apart and maybe we can do something useful. Okay, let's do it. Interesting LG logo here. Okay, make sure this is all clean, not to damage screen any further. Okay, for this kind of work, I'm gonna use my eye opener kit, and right here, I think I would have all necessary bits and pieces for such operations. Far as I understand, this is the case which is not in because I don't see any screws. Or anything like that, and as far as I understand, this one is not. I don't know what the hell. There's so many buttons on this side. There is no. It's not glued. I think back at the time, this model is from 2016. By the way, speaking about specification of this guy, it is a 2 max of RAM. And this is like 8 core, and that's pretty much it. It runs, I think, up to Android 7, a model from 2016. It's not too bad, so if I make it working, it'll be okay to have around for some reason. If no, I will see if I can, for example, pull some parts out of it. Theoretically, maybe something useful is here. Alright, so let's try to open it. Let's take this bit and just start prying it apart to see if it's gonna. Yes, I think it's started. Yeah, it just snapped in. That's good. It's easy peasy. Yeah, it's coming apart. Coming apart. Continue. Okay, something. Easy peasy. Oh, I wish it was so easy with some other modern phones and tablets, which are freaking glued. Shut. I don't really care that like phone and tablet super duper slim or whatever. Oops. No. What's going on there? Ah, it's glued. Okay, it's some center glue. I thought there is a screw right here. I'll be pity. Right. So, okay, I think someone already been here, first of all, because this thing would be much more stickier than would that. So yeah, I think someone been here before, but that's okay. It's not that of a big deal. Okay, so the red thing indicates a water damage. So this little thingy had a water damage. So here is it like a sensor? Oh, this is probably a screen connector. Okay, so battery is attached right here. Do I see what I see? Yes, I see some oxidation here. Okay, let me unscrew the battery. I'm also gonna test the battery's voltage to see where we are. If it's Gonski or Datski or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, no big deal. Battery could be glued. That's a possibility. Maybe not, which is good. Okay, how do you detach the battery? Never done this before, so hence I'm experimenting. 4800 mAh battery. It's good battery. It's a beefy battery, I must say. I think I see some green stuff, which is bad. Sorry, cannot wrap my mind. How do you disconnect this? It's a weird connector. Should I just lift it? Yeah, I'm not an expert in the mobile devices, so I'm no. Yeah, okay. Am I doing it right? Or am I messing it up? Oh, there. It's already, I see a bunch of green underneath, so probably I'm messing it up. No. Oh, I see. It just slides in. Okay, good. Okay, there is a green stuff in here, so and there is a green stuff right in here. Yeah, it's not good, obviously. Okay, so that has to be cleaned up. Yeah, water damage for sure. Yeah, let's see, water damage right here, I think. Maybe not. Is this like Wi-Fi thingy? Why it's on separate? Oh, there, doesn't matter. Maybe backlight, who knows, back at the time. Okay, well, let's keep digging. Oh, the battery goes in here. How many more screws? Okay, this is our USB. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, those are. Those trays are very handy right here. So we're gonna open here. And of course, the bazillion of screws. Any. That's it? Okay. Let's try lifting it. Okay, this is the same sort of connector, I guess. Sort of plunge. Plunge style connector. I'm gonna go leave. Yep, it's plunge style connector as well. Okay, let's detach the camera. Camera detached. I think this is USB detached. What else? Am I blind? Because I do not see any more screws, unless it's glued underneath. Oh, I see. I see now. It has these things. Okay, let's just do this. I think this is gonna be better tool for leverage. Wow. How do you... Oh, there's some tough snaps here. But okay, let's see. Is this a connector? It is. Oh, there is one more screw here. Okay, let's just. Here we are. I'm gonna leave it here. One more screw. That's probably a speaker compartment right here. Okay, let's detach this guy. Carefully detach it. Okay, no, there is nothing in there. Because I was expecting some sort of maybe screw hiding, but no. So how do I... try to leave this thing. I'm not sure how it's supposed to come out. I'm curious, those screws, did I remove them? I don't think I removed those two screws, yeah. Okay, this is our USB port. It's okay. This is the whole like contraption here. So with the interface for the screen and also USB, right, goes right here. And I can't really figure out, here we are. How to detach you. Speaker. All right. Okay. It seems like it's speaker, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. So again, we see some corrosion here. So now board theoretically is supposed to just go this way. That's it. Ta-da! Ooh, crusty. Okay, that has to be cleaned up. But again, the biggest problem, not what we see. The biggest problem is with such a thing is what we do not see. Imagine under these cans we have the same shitty corrosion right here, like over here. So it's Gonski, but yeah, well, I won't be. Well, I mean I can, but I don't want to really go into it. So yeah, I don't feel like. But still. This is all gonna be cleaned up, so we're gonna clean it up. It's not that of a big deal, like this. Yeah, this can be cleaned up. It's it can be solved. This problem can be solved. So now let's see what's going on with the connector. So this connector seems to be in a good shape. There is no maybe there is a little bit of corrosion right there. Let's take a look at the connector itself. Here's a display and charging connector. Seems to be okay, but I just noticed a little bit of green stuff right here and right here. So yeah, that's shit. That's not cool. Again, I can try to clean up and around this capacitor right there. So this is all like yeah, it's called bad. again, I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna clean this all up and see how that's gonna work. So okay, let's take a look. Like again, and if water got in here and all right there, because this screen is actually glued to the bezel, and that's it. You cannot do anything. That's pretty much shot. I'm curious, what is this board? Okay, let's just take a look. Remove this connector and see how what's going on right there. Can we clean it up? And it's just how bad. Some people actually using okay, how does it look like? That's actually look good as far as connector goes. This connector is looking good. Okay, well, what else to do? Just clean it up. Let me bring some cleaning devices. So I have my contact cleaner, which is quite beefy contact cleaner, so that's going to be used in some less sensitive areas. Alcohol for more sensitive areas, toothbrush, and eye protection. Don't forget this eye protection, because this shit is shit. Okay, so let's just spray a little bit. Yeah. Looks like here is quite substantial. Substantial corrosion here. Hope it isn't gonna help. This is not strong brush, it's just it's the softest I can get, just not to make sure not I'm gonna rip the freaking SMD components off, especially those teeny tiny capacitors. Look at the bazillion of them here. I don't like this, but yeah. Let me use my magnifier glass to see if everything is fine there. Okay, so here is magnification for you. Seems to be okay. I'll do a bit more zoom, sort of. Seems to be okay. Well, I need to splurge for like a proper cleanup device, because this one is just sorry, not cleanup, what I'm talking about, for proper scope, because I don't have a rework station and like a scope when I can use you know, to look at the boards. I'm actually MacGyvering something every time. So magnifying glasses, I do have the magnifying lens for cosmetologists, and it works. but yeah, it's MacGyvering every time. So maybe eventually I'll splurge for something like that. That should be good. Hope it didn't rip any SMD components. Doesn't look like. Doesn't look like. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so I think we've done what we could in order to... Oh, maybe not. Maybe we have to clean up this one as well. Maybe not yet. There's some corrosion here in this speaker assembly. Let's wipe it from excess alcohol. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Okay, that's gonna go here. Okay, right. Okay, our connector stay here. Did I clean up this corrosion? Is this removable? Yeah, hello. Okay, let's just assemble it. Gonna be easier, just like that. Can I remove camera? Oh no, maybe not as easy as I thought. This goes here. Camera, come out. By the way, I'm just wondering, the people who actually thrown away the tablet when it was not operational, did they care to delete information from here? I'm just wondering, because that's kind of very interesting topic. You pick up on the garbage some kind of tablet, you don't know what's in there. Yeah, well, sometimes you better don't know what's in there. That could be a case as well. Okay, this goes in here. That's a speaker. Okay, speaker is on. Okay, now we're gonna attach this device. Now we're gonna attach this. Okay, so now, oh, battery. Okay, battery thingy was actually dirty. Okay, just a second, I forgot. This contact were actually pretty bad. Clean up this as well. I'm gonna do it like this. Try to go in between and clean. Let me bring my multimeter and measure this battery. Looks like it's dead. It's dead ski. But nevertheless, we can try tablet just like this. If it works, it's gonna do something. If it's not, it's not. Alright, I have connected this tablet to the power supply and I let it sit there for several hours and wondering what kind of voltage we're gonna have on this battery right now, because it seems like it actually draws some current, so it's probably worth charging. I didn't even measure the current, I just decided to just plop it on and see what's gonna happen. So let's see. I assume this is... Alright, battery is charged. 4.9 volt. It did charge completely, so the battery is good. It's good news. Okay, let's put this thing to the side. And let's see. So this is the power button. Let's try to power it up and see what's gonna happen. Oh, papa. What's happening here? Is it powering off? Okay, so tablet is actually, oh, I see. Okay, here we are. So, okay, clearly there is a problem with the screen. So, I'm just curious if this is the problem with the screen or this is the problem with some of the wiring, but that's it? Okay, something just white shut down. Oh, okay. Yes. It is going not so. Okay, better to... Okay, so let's shut it down because clearly we have a screen problem. Okay, I hear something. You hear it? So I just, this thing over here is actually making noises. So potentially here something might be shorting, or there is something shorting inside the screen. Also, okay, let me show you the screen. I noticed some artifacts right here. You see this? You see this? Yeah, so there is something else going on right there. And this side is warm. So I'm not sure if there is a problem with some kind of, let's say, electrical shorts or corrosion right in this area, because it warms up. I can actually try to spray some contact cleaner, or at the end of the story I can just unsolder this, but I usually having problem with soldering these cans. Or something shorting in this voltage converter, or maybe inside the screen itself, but that's gonna be a big deal. Alright, so let me shut it down. Let me try to shut it down. Hello? Power off. Yes, the touch is working. Power off. Okay, this is probably not needed anymore. Okay, it's probably shut down by now. And now let's try to take it apart again. Okay, so for this we need to detach. What do I need to do? What do I need to? Let me take a look first. What the heck is this? This is some sort of voltage regulator thingy. Maybe if I remove this plastic, we can see. Maybe there is some kind of corrosion going on inside this thing. Maybe I can do something about it. Or maybe it's shorting elsewhere, but at least I'm gonna check this first. Okay, I'll do this off camera because it may take some time. Okay guys, so after figuring out that this is not this controller, so looks like everything is nice and clean here and it's still not working, I probably will try to remove this screen and see what I can do. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I would be able to fix the screen itself, but when I remove the screen I would be able to actually judge it. If I see any corrosion, anything damage, and if I wouldn't be able to actually do anything, I just ditch the screen and get a new one and replace it. But let me just run it one more time to see if anything happened, because I kept it, nothing happened and still blinking. Alright, so while still continue blinking, so our friend is powered down, so let's just remove the battery again and continue disassembling or dismantling everything here. Okay, battery's out. Let's remove a few more screws. Or one, I think that's the one. Okay, this and this, and all that probably need to be removed as well. That's here. That's not removable unless there is another like socket like that over here, but I don't think so. So now we just flip this board. Oh, you have to remove the speaker as well. Speakers out. Yeah, here is something like maybe have to like take a look what's going on in this area. Maybe when I unglue the screen I'll be able to fiddle with it a little bit. Okay, board is out and here we are. Here our screen. This is actually nice screen. I don't remember where this came from. Forgot. Okay, I probably remove camera. And what else to remove here? Doesn't come out. The front facing camera and the rear facing camera. Okay, well, looks like it's not cooperating. Even the piezo buzzer is, maybe it's no, it's glued as well. Now there, let it be. Okay, now what's left is actually to warm all this up and try to unglue it. Let me see how easy it is to... Is it lifting up when I press on it? I think it's slightly lifting up. Yeah, I wanted to avoid that, but at the end of the story, if I break it, not that of a big deal. Because it's useless anyways. Yep, I can get in. I can get in. So yeah, it's just need a good warm up and I can continue. Unfortunately, my LCD separator is a little bit too small for this. So what I would gonna do, I'm gonna use my 3D printer heat bed and try to warm this up to 72°C. Yeah, something like that. It'll take some time, but that's the story. Alright, my friends, so using 3D printer and heat bed was pretty easy to actually remove the screen, and then I use this to just cut the glue around in the perimeter, and Bob's your uncle. So as you see, there's a lot of corrosion going on here. This is clearly not some kind of crud. This is not natural to be here. So what are we gonna do now? I'm gonna try to peel all this shield of a sort and see what's going on there. Okay, this is the bezel with some bits and pieces still attached, like a camera, another camera fall out here. It's no big deal. Okay, let's just put it aside and try to do a little bit more surgery here. Let's zoom in. Okay, so we're gonna use something like this first, I guess. I'm gonna unglue this. I think this is aluminum shield and this plastic as well. I'm gonna explore what's going on under there, because it's gonna be some crud. I'm pretty sure there'll be lots of crap. Okay, yeah, it's not easy. It's a bit harder than I thought. And also I don't want to damage anything. Looks like there is some cheapies right here. Okay, this is out. Okay. I see something potted. Alright. Oh wow, that's a bit more than I expected going on here. Okay, there. Okay, don't see any kind of bad thing happening right off the bat. Oh wow, it's actually quite a bit of happening right here. Look at that. Wow, it's like multi-layer flex board. Wow, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Actually, never disassemble anything like this. Okay, this shield is off. Let's try to unglue here, unpeel, or peel off. I don't know what the hell is this white thing here. Without damaging anything, because those flex boards are really I'm curious if I are able to be able to just disconnect the backlight, because I have suspicion this is somewhere in the backlight. Okay, I'm gonna completely remove the shield and then I figure out what to do with it later. Okay, shield is removed, so let's see. Okay, I see this resistor or capacitor. It's not in good shape. It's sort of dusty. Okay, have to take a look with the magnifier thingy here. Let me look first myself. It's actually a link. It seems to be okay. Link doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a Novatec chip. This chip is a Novatec. Huh. Okay, there is nothing bad visible. Yeah. Let me think how this is. Okay, is this unglueable? Oh, so don't want to take it so much apart. This kind of fuse here. Is it fuse? It says F201. Looks like this is attached to this microcontroller, and this microcontroller essentially is a LCD driver, because there are because this board, this sandwich right here, is on top of this sandwich. So this is interface board. I do believe this is a backlight connector. Yeah, this is backlight connector. I'll try to disconnect this one and see what's gonna happen. Unfortunately, it's not really. It's a bit awkward, but I'll give it a shot. I'm just not sure how it's how it works. Alright, so what I'm planning to do now, I'm planning to disconnect. I already disconnected one over here. I'm not sure what is this supposed to be. I'm also planning to disconnect this one. And this one again, I think this is a backlight, but let me disconnect it and we will see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so now let's power it up. So we have disconnected. This is, I suppose, this main chip, and this is supposed to be a backlight. So let's just pop the battery back on and see what's gonna happen. And yeah, it's a sandwich which you have to hold all together like this and just press this button. Power it up. You have nothing. Do you have any sort of image? Oops. Yeah, nothing. Looks like we don't have a backlight, we have nothing really. But it's working because the board is getting warmer. Okay, let me hope I didn't short anything. Do you hear this pulsation? This board making this sort of noises. Interesting. Okay, but there is no backlight. So as I was right, so probably this one is a backlight. But potentially this whole thing is connected to something. This is main chip, this is backlight, but there is something else which is permanently connected to this, where this board is connected and still draining the microcontroller. So I already cleaned up everything with alcohol, was hoping there is some kind of corrosion, but maybe corrosion is inside here. Yeah, I think we have to continue by either unwrapping this foil or actually completely detaching screen, or just saying like whatever, we're not gonna do anything, continue, just buy a new screen and don't spend any more my time. But just for shits and giggles, let me try something else. Before I try something else, I would have to probably just yank the battery, because I won't be able to power this thing down without the screen. Ta-dins! Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna put this guy back. You have this, my special contraption. Okay, just try to power. Yeah. Right. Just lift this guy, press this one. It's actually was easier than I thought. Okay, so this is supposed to turn the backlight on. But let's see if backlight is working. I see some light here, so yes, we have an image. Wait a second. Maybe this is not just backlight, maybe it's a backlight in main chip right here. Obviously it's still throbbing. Oh, wait a second. This could be a touch controller, and the main chip which actually drives this, the matrix, the IPS, it's actually IPS matrix, is inside somewhere. Ooh. Okay, that sort of makes sense. If this is the case, there is an issue still inside the panel, so I have to either disassemble whole this thing in order to take a look what the heck is going on there, or just replace it. Yeah, this is touch. Why I think this is touch? Because this is main board and this is second board, and the second board goes right here, will end up on top of, on this side, which is obviously on top of the screen, which is make it touch. So this is touch controller, guys. I was wrong. I thought this is main whatever LCD driver, but no, this shit, I'm gonna break this wire. Okay, so boom. Yeah, it's not getting easier, right? Okay, let me yank the power again. I'm curious how easy it is to disassemble this whole thing. I'm wondering how easy to assemble the whole sandwich here. Okay, just remove this, take a look at this. How easy is to disassemble you? Probably not easy. How easy is to detach this thing from the... I'm curious, is it glued or just glued on the perimeter? Something sort of coming apart, but I'm not really understanding what. It seems like some kind of chunk is connected to the glass, still kind of glued to the glass. Maybe it's a touch screen glass. Yeah. What do you guys think? Should I continue or should I just stop this now? Damn it, I'm so curious what's going on. Yeah, this is touch. This is touch controller for sure. Damn. It cost only 20 bucks to a replacement panel for this guy. Very tempting to just ditch it and like... Okay, I have to think about it. So that's gonna be part 2 to this video. If you have any comments and ideas, please comment below, because I think I need to pause. Need to pause to figure out if this obviously it's not economically feasible, if this makes sense for me or not to do this, because there's a big chance I can break this thing permanently, and no matter what I still have to buy or ditch all that and maybe salvage the board for some other repair. I don't know, maybe it was the probability that I ever gonna use this battery, or was the probability ever gonna use this board or any other part of this thing. So also there's a potential that everything is fine and this voltage converter is not. Yeah, this is gonna be it. I think I'm gonna wrap up. Even this video did not yield any positive repair results. I think it'll be interesting. It was, I think, to me at least, it was interesting to take a look at this tablet to see how it's organized, how it's manufactured, what's inside essentially. And in my second part, I'll definitely get to the bottom of it. Either I replace new screen, put new screen, or I try to figure out if this was digging even further to try to disassemble this already, this existing screen. Yeah, but for now I think it's done. I'm kind of exhausted all my ideas and desire to dig further. I'd rather do something else. I'm gonna just keep it in this disassembly state in the box for now before I figure out what to do next. So, but next is gonna be in part 2. So at this moment, thank you guys for watching. If you like such digging or poking around video, please like and subscribe, and I'll be happy to see you in my next video when I try to probably repair or disassemble something else. So see you next time, stay tuned, ciao.